Another common waterfall video, dude.
Hey, dude, we're rolling.
Oh, hey, what's up, crew? We're here in Rom's garage, Phoenix, Arizona. We've been out all morning shaking down the Fazzaris, the new Delano Peaks. What do you think, dude?
They're well shaken.
They're well shaken. You feeling it? You good on it?
Yeah, it feels good.
I know normally you like to have a lot of time.
Confidence is high.
Okay, is the confidence high enough to go lay down a how-to on high-speed descents?
Indeed. I know just the spot.
Ooh.
Are you ready?
Whatever. Needs some work. Dude, so you're promising us a spicy little section?
Yes, I've got a section with some sweet double ups, very rocky and rugged.
Where is
It'll beat you up if you don't handle it right. It's the top of Javelina.
All right.
Some may think it's docile. That's because they don't hit it how I hit it.
Let's go. Well, here we are. He wasn't lying. It's pretty gnarly, pretty rugged section.
Yeah, this is the spot, I think. This is the top of Javelina Trail. Something that a lot of people might not consider an advanced trail, but this section, it's pretty steep, it's really rugged, because there's so much rock, it just doesn't, the fast lines don't raise their hand and say, hey, over here.
Okay, so that's the case. I'm looking at it. I'm not sure exactly where to go. Rob will break it down for us.
No, I think the first thing we do is you go, I'll follow you down it, and let's just run the follow cam and see where you go.
All right.
What do you think?
Let's go.
All right.
All right, so yeah, that's spicy, dude. I'm looking at it. There's a lot going on. Tell me.
Yeah, so typical, the direction you went was the belly of the trail. Let's just call it.
Yeah.
You went down the gut.
I did that on purpose.
You went down the gut. That's what most people are going to do, is they're going to head toward the most worn spot of the trail. But if you get up in the fringes, you can find some places to get off the ground and avoid some of the chop, and you can pick up speed and save energy.
Okay, so now you highlighted something right there. You can get off the ground, pick up speed. So what we're trying to do is get you to understand that the more the bike is off the ground, the more speed you can carry.
Yep.
The safer you'll be if you do it right.
Correct.
Less chance for punctures, things like that.
Yeah. Everything you don't hit can't hurt you.
That's what I was trying to say. Thank you.
Sure.
Now let's get
Use your words.
So trail vision is one thing. You have to be able to see those lines, but let's break it down to one of the most basic things that we see people do. We saw it this morning multiple times.
Yep. Yanking the bike off the trail.
How do you get off the ground?
You need to look for something in the trail to assist you. So you bring some speed and velocity into an object, whether it's an embedded rock, a hump of dirt, some kind of a little knuckle, and you use that for your takeoff. Make sure you're looking down trail, because you want to find a place that the equation of your speed and velocity multiplied by the obstacle will get you to get a landing. And if you can catch that landing right, pick up a couple mile an hour without a pedal stroke.
And the way you do that is don't lift up, load in, right?
Load in, push into the obstacle, let that velocity and force take you.
Drive your feet. Who are you talking to right now?
I'm talking to you. You know you do it. Don't do it. Don't lift that bike off the trail.
You know what? Are you familiar with Legally Blonde?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what you do? You know what everybody does? Bend and snap. On the trail, it's lift and twist. Yeah, the bend and snap works every time. The lift and twist
never works.
Doesn't work.
All of the time, it's bad.
Okay, so I'm gonna follow you on this. I want to see what your line looks like. You think it's gonna look different?
I think it'll look a little different.
Here we go. Yeah, that's way. Holy crap!
Whoa! All right, so as usual, I ruined the weekend. I took it in a little too deep, landed on a sharp rock, got a monster of a snake bite on my tire. So we're gonna have to go back for a Days of Thunder style pit stop and put a new tire on the back of this girl.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the sun is setting quickly here in gorgeous Phoenix.
Yeah,
so
we'll reconvene in the AM.
We'll be back in the morning. It's gonna look a little different from here on out.
Please join us when we come back for round 2.
24 hours later.
So dude, literally, you could hop off here into that knuckle, or then try to go all the way over.
You could try to triple those. You could
Yeah,
try
there's
to
a lot
catch
of
this
different-
one and double out.
There's a lot of different options. All right.
Hey there, everybody. We're back. Day 2 of this drill, since I blew a tire yesterday with my carelessness. We were trying to illustrate a technique yesterday, but I realized in retrospect that the zone we were at was a little bit aggressive. So we've come to a different spot that I think will give us the opportunity to showcase the technique we're talking about without any more tires being killed in the process.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. Yesterday, as we agreed, was a little bit too gnarly.
Yep.
I think understanding this will get people possibly eventually to what you were explaining. But what we needed to try to do, or where we were explaining it,
Yeah.
right? So we're going to try and lower it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was originally high-speed descents was what we were going to call this. We introed it as high-speed descents. We're going to change that name. I'm not sure. It's a working title right now. But as we were out filming yesterday, we saw multiple people doing this one thing over and over again. And every time we saw those people, we looked at each other and just said, why?
We were troubled and unhappy.
What was it we saw?
What we saw is they would approach a obstacle on the trail, a feature on the trail that would allow them tremendous lift, and they would yank their bike up off the ground and miss it. Like purposefully avoid it by bouncing up, by hopping over it.
Stop.
Like a bunny.
Stop. You're watching this right now. Think about you.
Have you ever done this?
Are we talking about you? Because I'm telling you, it's a lot of people, and it's people that have been riding a long time. Do you lift the bike up? Do you pick the bike up over things? Literally, there might be instances where you would do that. They're very few and far between. If you want the bike to go up, load in and use the obstacle, right? Use the obstacle to create lift.
That's true. Where the problem comes in is, most of you are aware of what your front wheel's doing because it's in front of you. What you have to be aware of is what your back wheel doing. And keep in mind, as you travel toward an obstacle, front wheel hits it first, then the back wheel. If you get the front wheel to it and then you pull up and the back misses it, you don't get the full benefit of the obstacle. No. So timing is key, and it's adjustable depending on your speed. And that's what we're going to touch on today.
So we're going to use this spot right here because I think it's a decent spot to showcase that, a few different options. But this will be applicable for a lot of different people where you are. If you have something that's kind of flowy, maybe there's some rollers. And instead of rolling through those rollers kind of wonky, you load in that first roller and open up and double them or triple them.
Yeah, even if you're talking like bermed S-turns, this is where you can load into one, jump into the next.
Ooh, now you're getting
a lot of places where you can apply this.
Okay, so do we think we can accomplish this?
I think we can.
All right, follow along and let's see if we can make it happen. Are you ready?
All right, everybody, we're here at the spot that we discussed earlier, and what's going to happen now, Rich is going to run through this and just kind of show you what it would look like on an average pass. Your typical trail rider out on the trail, here he comes. Cruising through, nothing too exciting, nothing too dangerous. But what we're going to show you next is how you can use some of the features of this trail to spice up even a section that seems mundane like this. Okay, so the first thing you come to on this section of trail is this embedded rock right here. It's not very big, it doesn't stand out, but it has the potential to create a little bit of fun on the trail. Problem is, there's a technique to utilizing this tool to maximize the fun. Rich is going to show you the way not to do it right now. All right, so as you saw there, as Rich approached the obstacle, he just yanked up on the bike and completely missed it.
I tried, I didn't. It's hard to do that. I know how that comes across, but it's hard to lift the bike up like we see people do. Once you get programmed,
yeah, once you work it out and you understand what the objective is, it's hard not to accomplish it. You understand the purpose, yeah. and you move with a.
So, why don't lift the bike up? What's the problem with lifting the bike up? We may have alluded to it, but just very quickly.
Well, you need the feature on the trail to assist you in the lifting. So the idea is, the more you want to go up, the harder you want to push down into that obstacle and create a force multiplier.
Yes, but the problems with lifting, people are like, whatever, dude, I just lift the bike, it's fine, it works. When you
if you pull up on the bike, you might not pull evenly. And so if you pull the bike up sideways while you're in the air, you can't make any corrections. So if you come down all crossed up, you can have a terrible washout, or I see it all the time.
I know some people are watching this, are like, ooh, yeah, like
the shoulder's still healing from the last time I did that.
It happens when you lift and twist, especially if you're going fast. And that's the thing is,
don't lift and twist.
People go fast and you try to do this, then the timing that you're already even not comfortable with gets even worse.
Yeah.
And if you're too late or too early, it can be bad. So now I think we've gotten across, don't lift, what do? We need the force multiplier.
Yep.
So let's walk back over, use the bike, and kind of break down what that looks like.
Perfect.
So we have to start here. What has to happen? Like you said, force multiplier. So what we need to do is load in. So the front comes off. You need to keep driving your heels through to get the bike up. It's over when the rear is the key to this, not the front.
Yeah.
You want me to start that and then you can come in and...
Or you can go ahead and it sounds like you've got it figured out, and I'll interject where I need to.
Okay. Are you rolling?
Yep.
Oh. And action. Okay, so this spot, what's really cool about this spot is there are a couple of different options. There's this cool little double here. You can kind of double after that, or if you get speed, you can blast this and try to like triple. But the way that happens is you get lift off of this. And I think what most people don't really comprehend is the rear tire is the key, not the front. They think bounce the front off.
Yeah.
What you have to do is you have to get the timing right where you're tall, and I drop my body down to load the suspension up, and then as the bike comes off, the front comes up, I keep my body back and I push through my heels, the rear hits, and that's what gives me my lift. You agree?
I agree. It's all about timing. You know, you need to time your inputs with the speed of your bike and the rate that your wheels are each going to hit the obstacle. Your mass and the speed are force multipliers to create lift, create a double up.
Makes sense? I hope it makes. They're nodding their heads right now watching.
All right, so Rich is going to show you what that looks like.
I'm going to try. Okay, so now you saw how we got some lift to catch this little double. Now there's multiple options here. Like I said, you can triple into this. We can roll down, hit a couple like double, double, double. The key is find a spot. It could be a super flat trail with a little root.
Yep.
And what you can do is you can go over and over again at the root and think about dropping down, driving through your heels to get the front of the bike to come up and the rear to pop off that root.
Yeah, well, and keep in mind as you're approaching something like that you've selected, you want your eyes up looking down the trail for something you can potentially land on and pump to pick up speed.
Okay, so great segue. Why do you want to do this? You just talked about picking up speed. What are some other reasons why you might want to get more proficient and comfortable with this?
Well, if you can utilize obstacles on the trail to maintain your speed or accelerate, now you don't have to pedal. And so that can become a point, especially in a race, where you can conserve energy. This exercise uses muscles that aren't the same as what you use to pedal.
Yeah.
So it's a great time to take a break.
Okay, so I just thought of a great point here. We happen to be on the Fazzari Delano Peaks, a bike that I've liked very much. You just got on yours.
Yep.
Now, we've ridden it for a little bit.
Yes.
I said to you the other day, man, some people have said this thing gets a little overwhelmed on long, chunky, sustained trails. What was your response?
I think what I said was any bike will get overwhelmed on long, chunky descents if you hit every single bump on the trail.
So part of what we're talking about is if you use this technique and you try to stay light, double, triple, do those things.
As you're taking a rest, so is your bike. Suspension's not heating up, your tires aren't getting cut. There's a lot of benefits that come from this. So if you can get this maneuver down, it has tremendous benefits throughout your riding career.
Okay, so I think at this point, why don't we have a little mini game of bike here and see what double, triples we can put together. I got one eyed up that I think.
Let's do it. I'm not scared.
All right. Ooh. All right, I think I can do that. It wasn't too bad.
That was all right, I think. Pretty good.
Trying to get some heat. Oh!
Thought that was gonna cost another tire.
You're that close to another tire. Dude, you trying to triple that?
I tried.
That's big.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thought I was gonna lose some more rubber on that one.
It's hard 'cause you don't have enough speed coming in.
I know, it's brutal.
All right, I'll try it.
I was gonna try pedaling over the top. Let's see what he's got. Little brother brought it from downtown, and I don't think it helped him. I think that's a draw. Solid effort, bro, but I think I'll call that one a draw.
All right. You got any other spots?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You know I do. All right, so we're out here at what I'd call Zone 3. This is a literal minefield of opportunity. There's double ups and triple ups and jumps and rocks and just all kinds of good stuff here.
So we're gonna hit a couple of them. All right, dude, just like that, your first how-to.
I hope it was informative.
Done.
I hope everybody in the Richer universe appreciates the lesson we've laid out for you today. I know it got a little bit waylaid and distracted and delayed, and
I was about to ask you what you
kind of my style. Sorry about that.
Well,
try to do better on the next one.
Hopefully it did something. Drop some comments below.
Learning curve steep for me.
Should we keep Rob or should we clip Rob?
Step into my office because you're...
I don't know. I think we might keep you, dude. You have a lot. We're going to do some more. Let us know what you want to see, stuff particular to what Rob does at South Mtn, maybe some other stuff. We want to try to make it applicable to everybody, but we'll do what we can. Some bike setup, a bunch of different things. We got plenty of time.
Spread it around.
All
Lots of good stuff coming.
All right, spreading it around. Hopefully we're spreading a little positivity to you. You do the same out there on the trail. Have fun. Hopefully
like and subscribe. Ring the bell.
Look at this guy, dude. Well done.
We're working on my lingo.
Well done. Cheers.
Cheers.
To number one, and I'll let you take the honors.
Peace out, dumpers.